Hello people, welcome back to Dutch Modeling. Today with another inbox review. This time it's a TAKOM, the Typhoon K. And I want to take a moment to thank TAKOM very much for sending me this review sample, so I can show you guys what is in the box. So TAKOM, thank you. The Typhoon K, it's a Russian MRAP. You can see by the box, and I don't have small hands, it's a very big box. It's not according to this, it's not a toy. It has two types of markings, clear and PE parts. All wheels are movable. The front wheels are steerable. Detailed static display plastic model. Interior parts included except the engine, and that's a shame. All hatches can be built open or closed position. It's a 135 and the kit number is 2082. And it's a ready assembled model kit intended for the collectors 14 and above. Model may vary from image on the box. Cement and paint is not included, and that's pretty normal. So the box art I like pretty much, because you can also get some details of the streaking and rust effects on the sides. So I think that's brilliant. Otherwise you can see here there are some assault troops. They're not in the kit of course, but it gives you an idea. And you can also see that the hatches are pretty thick, so they're probably armored as well. On the side you can see the Russian Victory Parade 2015. You got the Russian unknown unit. You got more box art. And on this side you got an overview of the sprues, the hull, the PE and everything. And here are some more kits they have available as well. And the first thing that I noticed is the amount of sprues, or rather the lack of it. I mean, this box is, well, over 450 millimeters wide by about 30 millimeters deep, and of 300, sorry, and 90 millimeters high. So this is by no means a small box. I'll show you. This is a normal box. I shall have to do this review of this one. This is a trumpeter kit, and you can see there is room everywhere. So this is by no means a small kit. So, and then you got that amount of sprues. That's saying a lot. So just open it, and then you can see exactly. It's a lot of air. But okay. We'll just go through it like normal. So put this all on the side. And start with this. Nice resealable bags. And the first thing you see is that they have a correction in the kit. We'll keep it aside. I've been looking through this before, so there's already a comment with that one. Here's a little write-up how it's designed and manufactured by the Russian Army by KAMAZ. And blah blah blah, up to 60 troops and also on. We'll start with a parts overview again. There goes my pigments, that's not a good thing. Overview of the parts, sprue, mapping. It's numbered, so that's a good thing. And here we start step 1 with the first half of the chassis, the left or the right side. I can't tell you from this side. You got the chassis girders and some armor plating here, and you got parts built up for the axles and the drivetrain and everything. And this is the same side, so more building up to do. All on the other underside. This here, boxes or fuel tanks, shock absorbers here. Boxes being built up here and placed above. On this side you can see the second chassis girder being placed. Same stuff done to it again, just like left side on the right side, or the right side on the left side. Boxes being built up and put on. Here the two sides are being joined together, and when you're doing this you have to be pretty careful, because you're joining the two sides on only 3 points. So when you glue this together, be careful that you don't warp it or anything, because it will get some more points to get seated on, but that will take a while because you have to build up the axles first. And they use the old heat up flattened iron and melt some plastic to keep the axles movable and the wheels turnable. So, and again, they do it. You can see here the little burn marks means actually flatten with a heated screwdriver. So build up all the little parts, and then eventually you'll end up with 3 axles. As you can see here, they're being placed, and then you get some more contact points between the two chassis sides. Armor plating being placed underneath for the IEDs. Steps being made, and here again you can get more burning or melding to do. More work here underneath still. Protection, all armor plating. On this side, more armor plating. Again, more armor plating. And then you turn it around and do the inside, the floor of the cabin on the inside here. And the bus is being built up with a lot of seats. And there's the firewall that separates the two compartments. Then the cabin is built up against seats, and it's all done down here. Seats being pushed together, the steering wheel's going in, the dashboard's going in, and the driver's seat's going in as well. That is actually the entire interior. So yes, it has a full interior, but there isn't really an interior. So that's a bit of a shame, because if they would have placed the engine in it and the drivetrain, it would be so much more of a nice build. But some work on the roof, inside of the roof here, and again here's the firewall being placed. Because if then where this is okay, the hatches on the top, on the outside, you might have to make 7 being placed. Here's another handles being placed all around, 41 times, so that will keep you busy for a while. And the air conditioning units being built up and placed. Handles again 8 times, and some more hatches being placed here, and air caps and everything like that. The door is being built up here. Then the wing mirrors built up, placed. Front armor. Some hooks and small stuffs being placed up on here. 22. This is sunblock with, and it includes the wipers. You can see here. The warning lights on top, the yellow lights, the twisting. I have no clue what that emergency lighting. No, it's not emergency. Well, the thing that construction vehicles has on the top, those yellow turning lights. I have no clue what I call it in English actually. I don't know. Sorry. Side more. The door here again being built up and placed. Then you got 25 and 26, and those are the corrections. But I had to, especially with 25, because you can see here 25, there's a lot of work going on the outside. Windows being placed, and there's some hooks being placed on top. And then you get this. But if you see this picture, and you can see this picture, it has nothing to do with each other. Absolutely nothing. This 25 better be placed completely back. Well, that's the hard thing, because those are parts for the doors. So they're actually supposed to be either on this one, where you assemble the doors, or they had to make a upside down view, because this is the whole upside down, and those parts go inside. So maybe it's supposed to be 25, but it just doesn't look the same. This thing actually does. It's 26 when the upper hole and the lower hole come together. And just here in the corners, there's another. They forgot to put something in on both sides, just a filler. So it helps and it doesn't. The back door going in. Here go the ramp. And then the wheels gonna put together as very last. Most people do. And be put on the chassis. And actually you got here on the back completely the color callouts, and you got a unidentified unit of 2017, the Russian Victory Day Parade of 2015, and a Russian unknown unit 2015. And you got an overview of what they also got, the FT, the Bulldog, and that's it basically for the instructions. Next to instructions, the same bag, you got the very limited photo edge. They're actually only photo edge 3 grills. That's it. This is all on the photo edge. And I don't like photo edge, but this is really actually almost nothing. And the decals, which is almost less, because you got the 2 Russian stripes and the 2 red stars. And that's everything you get. That's all. More is not to it. So no unit markings, nothing. And this bag is kind of kaput, so I'm not going to use that again. Put it in the bag like this. That away. Start with the spruce. These are the clear parts, which this one needs, of course, because of the windows in the cab, especially. And yeah, these are very clear. These are mirrors, I guess, and these are a little bit deformed, but they are shaped, so that's logical. But these look very nice. This looks very nice. You can see through it, especially those 2 big ones up here. Yeah, this is very nice. So, very nice clear parts. Let's go with the wheels and the lower of the upper hole first. Take out 1. You've got 6, as you can see, so there isn't a spare. They are fully marked. You can see Michelin. Even the logo from Michelin is burned in, so that's a very cool thing. They are very soft, you can see. They are completely hollow, you can see. So you can mold them very much, and the thread is very nice. Just to give you a little
See? Very nicely done.
These are very, very nicely done. The upper hole, and as you can see on the upper hole, and this is basically the entire vehicle. It's not a small thing. You got the numbers here, and it's from 0 to 23, so it's 23 centimeters long. That's a big vehicle, a big hole, and there's a lot of detail in here. And that's the thing. You can see it on here. You got the TAKOM sign in here, and there will be the cabin firewall will be here, and the crew firewall will be here. So this entire inner piece isn't used where normally the engine would be. I mean, yeah, that's a shame. There are some big ejector pin marks here inside and there, so if you want to have it open, you have to clean those up. The exterior detailing is very nice. There are a lot of marks, placement marks for all those little grips. The bolting detail and riveting detail is very nice. There's an engine grill here on the side, that's very nice. There is no texture to it, but still it looks really good. See if I darken it a bit. You can see the details to it. Here on top. This side. And the inside, and then you can see that entire part, this entire part is actually just hollow. It won't be used. So that's a bit of a shame. But hey, who am I? So the first real sprue, it's all in resealable bags, so that's always a nice thing. You got those major companies like Tamiya still using staples. These are the sides of the underside. These are the chassis beams and all the interior parts. Exterior parts, books, boxes, not books, boxes. This is the dash. So one of the seats here, radio stuff in here. And now, there's in the far corner down here, there is some detail. But why? I mean, I guess this is the outside, because if this would be the outside, that would be bad. There would be a lot of cleaning. So I'm guessing this is the inside. If this would be the inside, why would they put detail, that nice detail, down there? There is no way you can see that if everything is built up. I don't get it. See the parts that are there's a lot of rectangular stuff going on this one. Just want to show you the most interesting stuff. It's like the dash. Just go, that was pretty much, and then just go over the sprue as it is. See a whole lot of stuff there. And then there's one of the sides.
And then there's let's see, how can I show you off the detail, or is the detail on the other side? No, detail is on the other side, I'll show you in a minute.
Just turn around. So this is, I think, the inside of the underside.
And then there in that, where is it? There. They put in the detail there. Well, if I am right about the placement of this, you will never be able to see that.
So it looks nice, don't get me wrong, but there's all these ejector pin marks all over, and then they put in detail.
In that down corner, down there.
Why? Oh, the seats.
They look just like modern seats. There's the back.
And of course, it's a modern vehicle, so that would make sense. Next sprue. This. So we got the doors, aircon, the on and off ramp. On the back, the inside, the floor, all kinds of small stuff here, the steering wheel, only detail on one side, axles, steps, that looks bent, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but we'll see. So, yeah, like I said, the aircon. All sorts of small stuff here.
Where's the off ramp? On and off ramp, there it is. That looks pretty good actually.
Yeah, that one with the hole in it.
That one. That's the on and off ramp on the back. Those up with the door.
Those are all a little bit bent, those four. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but that will just give them the benefit of the doubt. And then on the other side you got the door panels with the detail. Like a bit of detail, you got to build them up further, of course. And also small stuff. Not very much to see on this one. And then we actually got a double sprue, and this is exact or even the last as well. So we're gonna do this, and then it's done already. So in here we got all those little handles from the top. We got the seats, the hatches on top, the wheels, ups, and the air cushions for the driver's seat, the shock absorbers, and parts of the axles. And we got this one twice. So
See where I do like this. Seats, you got 2 rows off. Then you got the The cushions for the seats for the drivers. That I know because I have one of my own. The hatches. All kinds of small parts. And here are the wheel hubs. And more small stuff. So.
It isn't a lot really. Put it back. And that's it already. So, this was a 25 minutes, so for my reviews, a pretty short review of the brand new TAKOM Typhoon K, the Russian MRAP. How much I think this is a cool vehicle to look at. They could have done a lot better. I mean, this is a massive vehicle, and that massive vehicle is being built up out of 3 sprues, really. And of those 3 sprues, you got 3 sprues, and you got the handles all separately, all 40 or 58 of them or something like that. So yeah, why didn't they do the engine or the drivetrain underneath? I mean, it's just it's kind of like it's a cool vehicle. Nobody built that. Let's build one, but do it as easy as possible just to get it sold. You might disagree with me, and if you want to disagree with me, you can, of course. But if you really need to have this vehicle, you have to buy it, of course. But yeah, it looks nice. It probably goes together nice. But it's a whole lot of air, basically. You got seats in the front, seats in the back, and a massive hole, and that's it. So that what you got looks nice, yes, but it's not enough, if you ask me. But again, your opinion may differ. So I hope you enjoyed this, and hope to